So it really does leave you with the only option being the Aphelios. Once the Renata was locked in, you've already got the superior range here as the Jinx. You feel pretty good about this 2v2 as the Gen G side. Plus, you have this early game Poppy that can use some of that power with Jinx, Tahm Kench in the 2v2. Now,
all right, and now even though Chronicler and Valdez cannot be here today, I at least can hear from them via the
trend for the matchup is Owner is lurking on the other side.
Yeah, as there's the Abyssal Dive trying to get Lehens out of here. He's going to flash. Ruler holds on to his, very importantly, but now they're going to have to both back away. Tahm Kench no flash means that a return from Owner is going to be very potent. Yeah, just going to be chilling for now. Is okay, flash out from Carrier. Handshakes Lehens. And yeah, that was a handshake in agreement as there's a flash forward. The flash tongue lash from the Tahm Kench as there's the knock up onto Carrier. He's going to burn down and he's not going to get bailed out from this one. Ruler wanted to pick up the kill, but Lehens, he'll take it and first blood goes to Gen G. Once again, Peanut with absurd first blood participation.
Yeah, once again. But, you know, the Herald is going to go over to T1 here. Will Guma actually get punished for being greedy here?
Yeah, that's the Vision of Empire to come through as well, just to try and deter them. But Gumayushi, with so many of these Chakrams, is able to 1v2 away. The Never Move doesn't connect, but it is Faker that secures his blue buff for Gen G right now to try and protect against this exact play. Peanut
they know it's coming.
Well,
yeah.
That he can move over this. Owner staying, thinking about a back timing, but he walks over Vision. Gumayushi going down relatively low. No flash on Carrier, remember. Zap goes wide. And Carrier looking for this one. Steadfast presence. Vision of Empire is going to show Peanut as he walks towards this brush. And T1, they're just like, come on, guys.
Baker has Cryo, or rather, Toby has Cryo, excuse me, in mid, and he's going to come over here with Emperor's Divide. You've got to be careful, T1.
Yeah. Okay. Going to interrupt that one. Great handshake. That guarantees the Drake here. Carrier just taking matters into his own hands. And the interruption on the Poppycopter with the hostile takeover is actually really, really strong here. And I think that Carrier will need to keep doing that if they want to actually win fights. Moonlight Vigil's going to come down. That should be able to stun up Ruler, but the Flame Trump is in great position. Another ulti comes out as now Owner is going to get caught. The Steadfast Presence comes in. He does have Cyclone, but unfortunately, the Alcove Gaming's not working out. And in goes Chovy, manages to pick up Carrier as well, and he will go down. Peanut wants to stop this Rift Herald, and oh my goodness, the heroic charge will deny the charge of Shelly. I guess Poppy's got a better charge than the Rift Herald.
There you go. That's just how it goes in this early game, and Guma is going to be forced away here too. He's not going to be able to catch these minions. Peanut's coming for another pass. He's got flash up. You've got to get out of here, Guma.
Yeah, we've seen this one before. The Abyssal Dive comes through as Peanut is going to say that he's okay with just a flash.
It's still going to
be Cannon Barrage. They are definitely going to do a ton of damage. The minions are definitely gone though, as yeah, Lehens is going to survive. Never mind.
And at the top side of the map, it's a Herald taken here for T1, but they weren't able to turn that into turret and Herald, which is what the gank attempt for Owner was looking for.
Goodness.
Chovy he's doing a lot. He's got 3 stacks.
Yeah. Red-white, don't fight, but maybe don't fight Chovy, who is just, yeah, taking a lot of control here. Peanut thinks that it might be his opportunity, but Carrier can just say no.
But their options are so choked out. They're so limited. Gen G are really putting the noose around T1 here, and they're ready to kick the chair out from under them in this next fight. 5 seconds to Infernal. They have full control of that zone.
Yep, Infernal Soul going to be well and truly on the table here. That's going to immediately be taken. Lehens rotating over as there is a turret taken. Bounties are available.
I don't know if I'm going to have enough time to talk about this. Zeus is looking for the flank here.
Yeah, there's the flash hostile takeover, but Peanut just runs really fast. Ruler does have flash, as now Chovy looking for Faker. Emperor's Divide is going to get rid of the demonically ascended Swain. And now Chovy's running for the hills because there is an angry pirate moving up towards the pigeon, but Peanut is there. Vision of Empire going to spot Chovy, but not.
We're just starting to be a big problem. It's almost like we have a Ziggs here and a Jinx in one.
Doran, that's a little bit frightening.
He's got Narbar and T1 don't have vision, so he can hold this choke.
Yeah, and Flame Trumpers are also pretty dang good at that, as there's the Flash Gnar from Doran just buying space. They pick up the Infernal Soul, and he's going to get Handshake back. So that's a dead Gnar. First kill goes over to T1. And now Gen G are just trying to get out of there. Chovy, oh my god, the Sand Soldier damage is pretty nutty. He's got a Shadow Flame completed as well.
A little bit of a disconnect here, though, frankly, for Gen G.
Oh, man. Are they just going to walk over to the Baron and take it?
Looks
and then
like
Chovy's going to deny anyone doing anything because look at this burst damage. It's insane.
Shadow Flame getting so much value here as Gen G will just take this Baron.
This gatekeeper is here.
Yeah.
He sets up the Sand Soldiers in front of the Baron and says, you're not allowed to come in here. And now he's looking for Goom. Usually, like, what is this conquering sands damage?
He has flash, too. Like, he almost could have just solo killed as the fans are going nuts here on the Gen G side of the arena as the Baron is taken.
That's fantastic. Let's see whether Doran can win this 1v1 as well, as Nevermove is going to go slightly wide. Doran chasing after Faker. He would have liked to stay in mini form, I think, as he would have been able to keep chasing. But now T1 have found the Gnar yet again. And I think he's just definitely dead this time. Faker kiting really beautifully here. And does have the stopwatch and mistimed Gnar.
This is a win for Gen G, though.
Goes wide.
Gen G's getting an inhibitor. They're like, yeah, cool, broke your stopwatch, you killed an Gnar. I don't care at all, even slightly. I've got a prop.
Is that why you pick Gnar, Wolf? You pick Gnar so he can just be bait all game? Is that the plan?
I mean, that's how Doran's playing it here, and it's working out. He's made 2 great sacrifices now to get Gen G the lead further.
My God, Rule is... That crit onto Ona was obscene. And they, so it is Gnar for, okay, Rule is getting excited. Zeus going to have to run. Rule now taking a lot of damage, though Moonlight Vigil goes wide because the Devour was there from Lahens. Faker now trying to frontline. Rule is going to have to flash to get out of the cannon barrage. But Carrier is chasing him down with a hostile takeover, but just barely is out of range as Gen G are going to be bullied out as somehow Azir kills Guma. I'm not sure how Chovy did that, but he did it. He has so much damage, and he's still inside the base. Faker goes golden, but the bailout is not going to be there for Carrier, and eventually the Swain will die, and Zeus finds himself outside of his base. These Sand Soldiers, the amount of damage that Chovy has done, he just stood his ground.
If Zeus could have bought time for a Cyclone, there's a chance here. He's level 16, but it's just going to be so difficult. Owner Cyclone coming up soon.
Yeah, and Peanut is fighting against Zeus here, and it's once again just buy time so that we can take down these Nexus turrets. There's that Cyclone that you were talking about, but Ona is just immediately destroyed. Chovy's damage is just way too high this game, Wolf. It's just insane. Nexus is going to go down, and Gen G will take game 1 against T1.
Very aggressive lead for Gen G, a snowball that comes with oppressive vision control and Chovy's non-stop pokes.
This is exactly the shutout that we were talking about, and I don't think that you should be laughing at this these damage numbers because T1 just had no access to this game. But it looks like Ashe priority here, potentially. But
I like Draven more.
Yeah, okay. And Gumishi's Draven was banned in the second half.
That I like it more, but the Swain does have so much synergy with this composition in a different way in terms of slower damage. This is a completely different angle.
Whoa, yeah, you could maybe just pick Akali, I guess.
Into Lissandra as well.
Unless it's Akali into Gnar. We've got Gangplank mid, I don't know. Gen G fans raising their voices here. Normally T1 absolutely dominate every single fan chant that we have here at LoL Park, but
crushing Gangplank in lane.
Well, there's Carrier looking for Lahens here. Decent little handshake, but Ona's going to come on through. That's first blood for T1. This is precisely what they needed, and it was beautifully executed.
So much burst damage.
Oh, that's a point-blank bone skewer, and Rule is going to have to respect it. Throws out the flash.
Chovy doing that with the control wards that are around the bottom side of the map for him.
Yeah, well, Lahens is going to be bone skewered back. And there's the flash forward from Gumayushi. He really wants this as the arrow is going to connect, but Lahens not going to be able to bail himself out. The kill does go over to Carrier. So Gumayushi not going to be able to cash in just this time. However, he doesn't go down.
Yeah, he doesn't go down, and
that's all right. It is Rift Herald thrown down in this mid lane. Lahens possibly in trouble. But Chovy just wants to stop Shelly from putting her skull into the turret. She isn't charging just yet as the arrow will connect here onto the pike. And immediately they just pick up the kill. And again, the Rift Herald will be denied.
Absolutely brilliant play. And they set this up for a long time.
And Doran, I mean, Trial by Fire Parlay is definitely a dangerous amount of damage, but Ona should be able to grab this first Drake, a very late one, however. First
Oh
Drake
man, this is so well baited from T1.
Yeah, Mega Gnar comes in from Zeus as well, as he doesn't quite find the boulder toss. The Gnar is going to connect though, and there is the death from below. Cannon belonged to Faker, unfortunately.
This was
going to see this play once again.
Set play between Wukong, Renata, and Ashe. One for the hit there onto Pike.
나이스 지렸다.
Nice. Got him.
야나 뭐냐? 박재혁 지렸다.
I don't know whose name that is actually.
Was that Prey's name? I hope it was Prey's name.
I don't know, actually. Could be. GSM will tell us for sure.
Prey is the guy.
So,
unless he was just saying Ruler's name, which is fine too.
This was just a really nice bait set up for Zeus. He just comes up to the top side of the map again and tries to defend the turret, and Doran's like, I think I can punish this, but Carry was one step ahead.
Yep.
T1 should be able to get this Herald very easily here. Just none of the things that Gen.G need right now in order to set up a fight are really truly online. It is an Art Harvester build for Chovy here this time around.
Well, Doran going to have to get on those happy feet yet again, and he does so very nicely. Peanut's going to get that flash over. Another arrow connects, and it's just magnetic to this Pyke today. Let's see. Zeus pops out here. Nice barrel will connect. But there's another control ward. Another arrow. My goodness. Ruler is just, he's really doing his best Prey cosplay today.
Yeah, he really is, as much as he can.
They're going to be totally okay.
But you can see he can't make any play here, and the blue buff is just going to be ripped away.
Well, Doran almost has ulti. There's Trial by Fire. Parlay comes in. Cannon Barrage goes down, and Zeus will answer the attempted solo kill from Doran. Both top laners now off the map, though.
It's like we're watching game one flipped.
Well, another Bone Skewer going to connect here as Ruler has to flash. Frozen Tomb comes in, and Gumayusi picks it up with the Whirling Death. And that is the cash-in. Finally, he had so many stacks, and look at the grin on the man's face. T1 looking brilliant now.
And that's going to be a Drake that comes with
2.4K now in the lead. Oh my God.
1,000 gold he picked up from that. 1,115 actually, to really let it sink in.
Yeah.
And ult is committed. He does not have teleport, so not going to be the trade you want, as that didn't look like it hit, but the game says it did.
Yeah, that was very nicely done.
He said, I just got 1,000 gold.
Yes, not quite in the area.
Just one of the hardest champions.
Oh no, Ruler position.
Uh-oh.
As Carrier has found him, the point-blank Bone Skewer is going to come through there as the stun doesn't land. And now Lehens is just going to get obliterated. So much damage, has to flash to get himself out of the way. Volley comes through just to try and slow them down. Peanut, can you get out of here? He gets Nard back. He'll have another Cyclone, but I don't think it's going to save him. His flash is now on cooldown, and he is way on the wrong side of this. And Gumayusi picks up yet another kill.
So 2-0-2 now on this Gumayusi pick. Even if it's like a LeBlanc that Chovy was playing here, his chances of just killing the Straven are so rough, because now he's got an IE as well.
He still has no shoes.
He doesn't.
No shoes, just swords. And a scythe and a gun, I guess. Oh my goodness.
And a little totem.
This man.
A little totem he can use to keep himself safe.
Yeah, there we go. To spot his enemies, his next victim.
If he gets barreled by a barrel chain from Doran, you know, that's on T1, but I just don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, Frozen Tomb comes down as Chovy is looking for the Draven. He goes golden, and Gumayusi is going to get taken down. They didn't have an answer for that as Faker gets perfectly executed by the Akali. Well, teleports to come in, and Gen.G are looking for a Baron.
Can't be that far up when the rest of Gen.G is there, and they can chain CC, and probably should have pressed the cleanse this time.
Oh, Carrier, that was a very nice alley-oop to yourself, my friend. Lovely stuff. That should stop Gen.G from being able to very comfortably take this, but Carrier is still in a whole host of trouble.
Yeah, Zeus had Narbar, so if he was able to kite towards him, could have been a different story. Teleport now from Chovy.
Yeah, this is another one. He picks up his Zhonya's Hourglass as well, as there was a big shutdown onto Gumayusi, and it was Chovy that picked up the kill.
He's still down for 10. Gen.G should be able to do this. Zeus is trying to hold on to this Narbar as long as possible here to look for and engage a turn. There's just not enough damage here. It's a Viego and an R.
I mean, it's still going to be a potential 50-50 if Ona can get himself in here. Doran is trying to play bodyguard, as there's the Whirling Death. Does a whole lot of work here, as Ruler's going to have to flash away. Zeus now taking a bunch of damage. Oma getting... Oh my God, Faker! He just gets in the back line and smites it away. Chovy now trying to punish him, but I don't think it's going to be enough as T1 picking up the Baron is huge in this moment. Gumayusi now wanting to flash on over and look for Chovy, who once again goes golden. But trying to get out is he now, as good handshake there from Lahens. He still has flash available.
This is so necessary because otherwise Gen G win this fight and get so much extra gold.
Well, speaking of fights, there's another one that's happening here. Stand aside comes through, Whirling Death, massive damage as, oh my goodness, Doran not going to be surviving now, but does get bailed out for a moment. Peanut is going to try and go golden, but it does not work. Cannon Barrage looks like it's working for T1. Instead, as Chovy's just going to get absolutely eliminated, and that was a wipe of Gen G. T1 will now march down the mid lane and look to bring us to that game 3 that we all deserve.
We all deserve it, Atlas, and we're gonna get it as heroics from T1, from Gumayusi and Faker, turn that Baron fight, that take that looked so free for Gen G. It was not, and also the Gnar from Zeus that comes in on top of it all. Otherwise, T1 lose too much gold there, lose the Baron, and the game completely turns on its head, but it does not. Faker shuts the door with that smite, and we are going to that game 3. A team effort here across the board, but the bottom duo investment we saw for Guma on the Draven, Carius Pike, this pays off. Chovy on his pick here of the Akali, I mean, he tried his best, as Faker did in game 1 on the Swain. Ended up being mostly invisible just simply because of the game state and his lack of ability to actually execute anyone in the backline. They got that one CC setup onto Gumayusi where the Shuriken was amazing from Chovy, and he blows him up. They get that shutdown gold. But Guma's ult still makes it back in time for the Baron there with Zeus and that Faker flank. Strong in this case. Good for the lane, but Yuumi gives you both attack and defense, gives you heals and extra sustain. The Karma can block with shields and obviously can run you around the map very quickly. It is very difficult to escape that if you're a poorly positioned Corki player, but that's not Chovy, that's not Ruler on this Senna.
All right, yeah, T1 fans, they heard the fact that Gen G were quite loud last time, and they're like, no, we can't have that. In the laning phase, working out very effectively as Peanut is looking for this. Body slam, ooh, flash, not quite in range, but that stun will land, and the barrel's going to slow down Zeus. His flash is on cooldown, and that means he's dead. Peanut going to pick up that kill, and Gen G off to a great start. Yep. Well, T1 though, as we have a look at this gank one more time from Peanut's perspective.
Yeah, from Peanut's perspective. Gets the speed up.
가자.
I'm gonna go. Let's do
해야 돼.
Looking for the waiting for the flash for the stun.
안 써도 맞을 듯? 잡은 거 같은데?
I think we got him.
잡았다.
Got him.
야 개꿀. 좋았다
Basically
현준아.
sick. This is the best way to describe what he said in Korean. There's no real translation, but he was like. The first few levels, Ezreal Yuumi can put some pressure on, but it really fades quite quickly as Faker's coming over here without 6.
Yeah, Valkyrie comes on through. Peanut is going to be able to secure the Drake as Owner is only level 4, so no kickback's going to be happening here as Chovy doesn't want to use his flash to get out of here, but he's going to have to. Snare is going to connect, and Owner is going to go the wrong direction, so Corki will survive.
Chovy.
Yeah, Owner's going to make his way in. There's the claw as Chovy doesn't have cleanse. Faker's going to find it, and yeah, this is a really dead Corki. Nothing he can do about this without flash or cleanse.
Owner doesn't even have to kick.
Yeah, that holds onto it.
The power post 6 against this Corki is massive. He has both summoners this time, Chovy.
Yeah, Faker's just going to move on forward one more time. It is Peanut that's the target, but the Heartbreaker has been buffered. And that means that they're not going to be able to find it. Gumayusi going to get knocked up here as Lahen's going to flash after him. There's the Devour after the Tongue Lash, delivered into the snare, and it's all too easy here for the Gen G bottom lane.
Now, you have a lot of power here. You can push these minions in and look for plates. Look at Viego rotating down. Now, Owner is here with a cat. But this is basically a 3v2 that we're looking at here. Faker trying to come over.
There's so many minions here as Owner's taking a lot of damage. Faker going to be blocked off here by Peanut.
Guaranteed charge, 100% here now for Gen G to drop down. True Shot Barrage going to try its best to deflect, but will not be successful. Will help clear these minions, but the Rift Herald crashes through. Lots of extra gold here now to the bottom side.
Yeah, Doran can throw that cask anywhere at any moment.
This is just a macro win for Gen G on both sides.
Doran's just after Owner. He's not your lane opponent, Doran. You should be fighting the Nah. That's the
Full
gentleman's
turret.
agreement of League of Legends, okay?
That's first turret blood. And
Yeah.
Owner gets nothing. Your Peanut comes over, and now they're under threat. And the whole time, yeah, there's a push here in mid. Chovy got all the wave. They don't actually, I believe, get an extra plate. There's the fadeaway right before as Unleashed Teleports come online for everybody. And yeah, maybe you get this turret, which I think they should.
Oh, 100%. And outer turret in mid lane is more valuable than outer turrets inside lanes.
Does have his ultimate and Flash coming back online.
Yeah, and Owner is going to steal away that Rift Sculler. That was beautifully done. He might pay for it, though, as Faker decides that he wants to take matters into his own hands. The kick is going to be there potentially, but Peanut is going to be devoured. The Tom Kench is taken down. Heartbreaker to get over the wall. The Flash comes out as Owner was soaring after him, and it's just not going to be enough. T1 answer with a beautiful skirmish in the river. He's going to be in position to do so yet again. Stun goes wide, and now T1, they're moving on in. Peanut's going to have to Heartbreaker away, and he is going to do so. Final chapter connects onto only the Tom Kench as Peanut is able to survive, but Shirley will be able to get a charge, and that's the main thing. The team fighting force of T1 is now moving towards Doran. The Q's going to connect, and Owner finds another one. The kickback onto Peanut, right into the Devour, but will the Tom Kench survive is the question. The answer is yes for now. But man, T1 are coming alive here in this mid-game.
Genji are making some really unusual calls here.
Yeah, wards all around it, but they don't actually have any. As finally, they will get note of what's going on here. Teleport to come in on the north side as Doran gonna belly bop his way forward. Gumayusi outside of the pit. It is going to be secured there by Owner, but can they find the team fate? Faker gets out with the claw. Peanut cannot find anything, and Genji are left with empty hands.
Oh, if one more LPL caster tells me that was a bad Baron flip call from T1, I'm gonna lose it because look, they had control ward vision on both sides of the
I'm
southern
calling
exit.
Lyric up to this.
This is just so perfectly timed.
Oh, yeah, Peanut just going to get completely altered to oblivion. He does get devoured, but that is a very long way away from this Drake that is just going to be secured here by Owner. So that is 3. Yeah, Dawning Shadow flies through, but the Zoomies keep Gumayusi completely happy.
Faker.
Yeah, he's taking a lot of damage. Faker looking for that flank angle, and he is so important for this one. As Doran just going to dive on forward. Gumayusi is just obliterated, and the fight may be over before it's even started. As Zeus is trying to be a hero, but Peanut dives towards this Baron. He knows exactly what he wants of this situation. As Zeus, he does have the Mega Gnar available. Belly Bop comes down. Faker's still got a fair bit of damage. They are going to respect the Mega Gnar. Wallops the Doran, and Doran's going to be taken down. This is huge if T1 can actually win this, as Chovy going to try and cleanse himself. Owner is chasing after the Corki, and he will take him down. He goes golden as well, as this cat is keeping them all alive. Oh my god, T1, how did you do it? The Abyssal Dive is not even going to be enough as he tries to teleport out, but it does not work. That's the ace, and T1 are just going to look to end the game.
They will just push it down. Unbelievable turn after Doran deletes the AD carry. It doesn't matter. In a 4v5 fight, T1 do not care. They play it better. They play around Zeus. The Gnar priority for this player on his best season ever is just well-deserved as this guy pops off and wins it for him. T1, clean team fighting until the end, and they will win this series tonight.
Yeah, Doran trying to do what he can, but there is a naked Nexus, and T1 will destroy it and get their revenge, and Genji will suffer their first loss of the summer season, and Faker picks up his 500th win here in the LCK. He has the most by a gigantic margin.
Yeah, Def took that small time in the LPL, but he is 129 behind the unkillable Demon King, who tonight had so many great games of Lissandra. I mean,
but I'm glad that we got a bit of a closer one this time around, because I felt like Game 2 was a blowout. Genji was shut out of every single objective. In this game, T1 had to fight back. Yeah. Genji's early game was actually very strong.
I do want to,
and they did so beautifully.
I do want to make a correction, because I saw the Gumayusi ring, and for a moment I thought it was an MVP ring because it just looked so unique and special. But it is, of course, he didn't get MVP that tournament. It was Owner who got the finals MVP.
He did.
Just Gumayusi's championship ring he was showing, foreshadowing